Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 30 base.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's put that team on the hunt. Tight dog. Hatch it. Check. Crunch. Snap.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. I'm coming after you. Hey, Foxtrot. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Not today, you are. Not today.
2nd and 11. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
High 7. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
You got tape right there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play fake. Mayfield. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Alert!
And caught the And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yeah. Switch.
They'll set up a throw, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Landry again the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Switzer. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 10. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set. 10-2 stop. I'm here all day.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Greystone, travel. Shit. Kill. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, this is Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
70, Indy. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Look at me. Zipper. Check the backer, check the backer. Check nickel. Hey, check 24, check 24. 5.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. You got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Let 180.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Chargers 3, Browns nothing.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get off the gun.
Mayfield to throw it, and incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Regular.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Switzer on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Shift. Let's go.
They'll start here with Jackson. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jim. 61, matchbox lights. SOS. Check 24. Shut up.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He don't want it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 52.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On the double. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. In base. Shoot! Shoot! Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Ready.
They run on first down with Jackson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready, break. Boys, 56. Check 56. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Sponge. X3. 218. Chopper. Kill, 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 kill. Ready,
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
49. Check 49. Check 49. Whip. Watch the whip. Big grip.
On the ground, this is Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Check, block 54. Watch the run. Check 99. Check 99. Hey. Yo, cheetah.
They'll run with Jackson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. Motion. Hey, wahoo. Snap.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a give, right side. McClellan. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
King. Mike, check. 59. Hey,
Mayfield looks to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey. Go. Watching it go. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Topper! Hey! Quick dance! Go!
This is Barton. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
On second down, Mayfield again. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. First down, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch time. Regular. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 6. 22 jet bomber. Hey, I want a shot.
Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You draw perfect.
Watch us slap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Higgins over the middle, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Hey, alert 33. Recon, 152 fighter.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
It's a part of that. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Mayfield now. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Check 15. Run. 80 weapon. Regular.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Go. Go. Bravo.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey.
Greystone travel.
Here I come.
Speed grip.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Yep. Hey, orbit. Clear. Shoot.
2nd and 13. This one into the hands of Burton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
Alert 3.
He's checking.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, and the Browns have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Smooth. Ready to go. 5.
2nd and 11. He completes it to Evans. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he works free. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. He returns the kickoff and even 90 yards. And the Browns have retaken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Exit.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yes.
Mike 54. Mike.
Hey, Delta. Hit it.
Back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down.
180. Defense wins championships, baby. Deuce, 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 deuce. Run.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check that. Rip left. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. I got you.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 24-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Stop your whining.
Check 3. Shift.
They run the counter. Evans. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's see what you got. Wide, get wide. Under 10, 10. Hey, team 6, shoot.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Hey, on 133.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 55.
It's Williams on the catch. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Break. 55. Check 55. Mike. Don't get nervous.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the home team here, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Some Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place.